Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here, Memphis Wire on SportsView360.com. And today I just want to talk about what occurred today. Memphis Tigers extended their winning streak to now four straight games. They're 3-0 in the conference play and are 13-3 overall in the season. They defeated East Carolina by a score of 74-70. East Carolina now drops to 9-8 overall in the season and 1-3 in AAC competition. Now, what's interesting about this game, right, is that Memphis only won by 4 points today. But last week, they only won by 4 points as well. But the difference is that last week they had to come from behind. This week, they almost blow a huge deficit. Well, they pretty much did. 18 at one point they led by 18 points in this game. And if you recall from last season, snowing the game where it was the snow came in, the bad weather came in, ice was all over the ground, right? Snow everywhere. Same type of scenario this time. Snow yesterday, was clearing up a little bit today, and the crowd wasn't as big as it usually is, similar to how it was last season. But the fans came to the arena. A lot of fans, well, certain fans came to the arena, not a whole lot. And Memphis had the lead, and looked like they were on the verge of blowing that lead, similar to how what happened last season, where they had a 20 point lead against South Florida, and they blew the lead, lost the game, and we all saw how the season played out after that. Now, the thing is, the difference between this year and last year is that they didn't, let that lead go away and lose the game. So that's the difference. So Memphis did win this game by a score of 74-70 over East Carolina. Um, this ain't gonna be a cakewalk, man. A cakewalk. I know there's some sites out there, some betting odds out there that favor Memphis to win each of these games. The remaining 15 games were left on the AAC slate, and also by and a significant portion of these games by double digits, by at least 14 points. But that ain't happening. I don't think that's gonna happen, man. I'm not putting the team down or anything like that, but I just think that Memphis is gonna have their hands full trying to get out of this conference successfully. You know what I'm saying? They have to maintain their strong resume that they have, because any one of these games can hurt them. Even if they lose enough games, they can see themselves on the outside looking in, and then be on this bubble watch that they have been on these last couple of seasons, where you the last four in, last four out, first four buys. If you're in that category, if Memphis is in that category, they're gonna be a ninth seed, a ninth, 10th seed, man, or eighth seed. But right now, Memphis is projected to be a fourth seed, or fourth or fifth seed, depending on which bracket that you're reading. You know what I'm saying? But is it going? Is it going? They have to get it together, man. And to me, I think the biggest challenge for Penny Hardaway, right now going into in conference play is keeping these guys focused. Coaching them up. Figure out ways to correct these mistakes. These turnovers that has been an issue. Turnovers have been an issue. They committed 16 today, 16 turnovers today, and I believe what a significant portion of those turnovers, East Carolina scored 17 points off of them. So that can be an issue down the stretch. If you don't take care of the basketball, a lot of these teams that you're playing is going to be close games. It's just real simple. Just that simple. You know what I'm saying? You don't take care of the basketball. But let's look at the stats, man. Let's look at the stats. Now, I thought this game first started, it was looking like Memphis was about to run away with it. They couldn't score for a significant portion of this first half until they got things going. But Memphis was still up in this game by a lot. Look at the score. It's like 27-9 at one point. 27-9. 27-9. They had the lead. Then they slowly chopped at Memphis's lead, and then they went into halftime. It was 38-24, right? And then right after the second half, the halftime commenced. That's when East Carolina just got going. Well, at one point they cut the lead down to 4. Then it was down to 3. Then Memphis would add on to the lead, but then East Carolina would come back into the lead, come back and cut the deficit down even shorter. So it was a back and forth game. And when I read the scouting report on East Carolina, I noticed that they had multiple guys in that starting lineup that can score, and they're not a good 3-point shooting team, but they do most of their work in the paint. So they do a lot of attacking to the basket. You know, things of that matter. They were not good. They weren't good against. They're not good against defending the 3-point shot. But Memphis couldn't take advantage of it because only Memphis had a good shooting day because the Tigers only hit 6 threes today and only averaged 26.1% from beyond the arc today, beyond the 3-point line. So they couldn't take advantage of East Carolina's weakness on that aspect. But they attacked them in different ways. Um, Kobe Rogers had a solid game. So, he kind of cooled off in the second half. He had 9 points, um, one steal, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Was 3 of 9. Went 3 of 9 overall. Only played 20 minutes. Tyrese Hunter, 14 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Played 31 minutes. Haggerty, another huge night. He led all scorers with 25 points, one steal, 4 rebounds. Was 10 of 10 from the free throw line. He only hit 1 3 today. 7 of 16 overall. Played 35 minutes. Moises Sisse, 8 points, 2 block shots, 4 rebounds. Only played 19 minutes. Nicholas Jordan, 4 points. 4 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 5 rebounds. Played 28 minutes, 2 of 5 from the floor. On the bench, we had Dane Danger, 10 points, 21 minutes, 2 steals, 3 assists, 5 rebounds. Dante Harris, a new addition to the team, only had 2 points, 2 steals, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 22 minutes. So he's starting to come into his own with the team. Everybody else, Baraka Koji only played 6 minutes. Jared Harris, the freshman, 4 minutes. PJ Carter played 14 minutes, had 2 points, 3 rebounds. So there's that. Turnovers, like I said, they had 16 turnovers. East Carolina was no better. They had 18. So you got to fix that, man. Because if they can cut down on these turnovers, these issues shouldn't be popping up. Because a lot of these issues pretty much are getting started by the turnovers, by bad ball, but the ball handling and things like that. Other than that, man, um, the team shouldn't have their way with Memphis like this in the second half. But if you look at the landscape of the AAC, and I agree with this. They were talking about this on the broadcast with Greg Gasson, who was covering the game, the commentator. He was just saying that this league is going to pretty much um, cannibalize itself down the stretch. It's still early in the season, but this league is going to cannibalize itself. Because they're just going to beat up on each other. You look at the conference. It's going to be it's a parity field league. Even last year when I mentioned this before, but Um, Florida Atlantic was the projected favorites, and they had issues winning the conference. They didn't even win the AAC tournament. They got the only reason they got in to the NCAA tournament, the automatic bid, is because what they did the previous year, and they was already ranked. They already the committee already viewed them as a tournament team. They had did just enough to get the automatic bid compared to Memphis. But this league is gonna everybody's gonna pretty much beat each other up when it's all said and done. Right now, I got Tulane at 9-8, um, Memphis 13-3 overall right now. North Texas 11-4, Temple is 10-6. So it's gonna be some interesting games down the stretch. You know, be ready for it. Get your popcorn ready because it's gonna be a wild ride down the stretch. And Memphis is, then they're planning stepping on some minefields, bro, in the AEC. This conference, man. They're gonna be in some minefields. You can't take nobody lightly. I know a lot of fans, Memphis fans out there, believe that, this team is head and shoulders above everybody in this conference. But listen, man, these other teams look at Memphis as, the big dog. Look at them as the Super Bowl, the quote. You know what I'm saying? They view them as the Dallas Cowboys, a team with the big brand, the history. They all they want to do is take down the Memphis, take down the Tigers. And I'm looking forward to this Temple game, man. Temple, I didn't know Temple got up to is now 10-6 on the season, and that's the Tigers' next game. So none of these teams can be taken lightly. I don't care what the record is. 9-7, 10-6, 9-8, like East Carolina was. Tulane, you always know that Tulane's always going to get up for Memphis every time, especially on their home floor. Y'all know how that always play out. So it's nothing's gonna be easy in the AAC. I'm not saying that Memphis can't get it done because so far they are getting it done. You know what I'm saying? They just got to cut down on some of the mistakes that have allowed teams to get back into these games with them so far. So we'll see how it all play out, man. Um, Memphis win today by a score of 74-70. They're now 13-3 on the season and are also 3-0 in AAC competition. So there's that. All right, so laugh you off right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel or your takeaways from today's game. And also check out sportsview360.com for the latest content of Memphis Tigers men's basketball program and football program as well. And have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out. Be safe.